G'day everyone. I just wanted to make a hopefully quick video on the community that is Torchlight Infinite. Now, a lot of games that I play these days, I play for a week and I lose interest. And Torchlight Infinite is not like that. Torchlight Infinite, in my humble opinion, is something that brings the community together, whether it's through my Discord, which is actually called Random Stalkers. It was created back when Star Wars The Old Republic came out. We had, what was our, I can't remember what our guild was. It was something Stalkers, and Random Aggression decided to merge together, and we became Random Stalkers. That's a story for another time. But the engagement on my own Discord, just through the couple of people that are in there chatting all the time. Shout out to these guys. They chat all the time about Torchlight Infinite. They say I've got a fetish for redheads because I love the charge moto. We share drops, we share all sorts of things on there, and it's a lot of fun. His name is hidden because it's interesting. It's not really YouTube video friendly, but that's the fun of Discord. So anyway, I read a comment this morning that made me realize that it's not just a, well, it is just a game, but how you interact with the other players is what makes an MMO great. I have played since Season 1. I played Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season, air quotes, Season 5 pre-season, which is SS3 pre-season. And now Season 5 slash SS3. But there is some things in this game that feel very pay to win. But then there is a lot of extra that the game gives you that makes it feel like you don't seriously need to spend money to enjoy the game. Now, because of the community and because of the engagement that I feel like I gain from everyone that watches and engages with my YouTube content, I feel like it's a better investment to get the season pass in this game. Seasons go for 3 months plus, and it's $20 for. So far this season, I've put 150 hours, which is way too much, in my opinion. Just quietly, just over 2 weeks, 150 hours for someone that works is way too much. Anyway, it's probably too much for anyone, really. But because the reason I do it is I want to make more content for everyone watching. I try and reply to every single comment on YouTube. I try to, make things that I think people will enjoy. I had a couple, yeah, they were the garbage ones. That finally sold. Ooh, someone bought my ring. I mean, it was okay for 250, right? I sold a bunch of Winter of Origins for 5 Flame Elementium just because I felt like it. And Flame Sand selling. Anyway, distracted by the trade house. What was I saying? Let's get back to the dot points. So we've gone over Discord and in-game chat. Now, the in-game chat is designed for mobile phone, which is a little bit frustrating. So if you're chatting and you want to say something big, you can only say 2 lines, which isn't that much. So you can't say, good morning, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day, because it's too many lines. Because you can say 50 characters maxed. But it's good and bad at the same time. It's stopping all these people, and you can't just spam messages. You've got to wait a tiny bit. Sorry, the kids just distracted me. You can't just fill the entire chat with absolute garbage. So what you have to say often has to be relevant, or it's in relation to what someone else is saying. In 401 English, it's a great community. If I'm doing a long farming session, people engage and they're fun to chat with. And I love that people recognize me in chat, and yeah, maybe it's just this channel that's like this, but it's a great channel to be a part of, and I love the community for this aspect as well. Next up is obviously the YouTube interactions. I started this channel as a bit of a joke. Honestly, I started this channel because my brother Sinol, he's a Twitch streamer on twitch.tv/Sinol. He plays Path of Exile, obviously Torchlight Infinite. He plays a couple of other games as well, GTA, RP, and he had a YouTube channel, right? Now, I thought, how hard could it be to make YouTube videos? And granted, my first ones, I gave absolutely 0 Fs. They were total garbage videos, but people were watching them. And I thought, why would anyone watch this garbage that I'm putting out? And over the years, well, I wish it was over the years. It feels like years. It feels like I've been doing this for a very long time. And just as we're creating the video, Luna, NM3. Luna chats to me every single season. It's great to see the people coming back. I love it. Some of my old videos were very low quality. I think I deleted my first 20 videos because they were like getting 6 to 10 views. But 6 to 10 views was enough to get me hooked on all of the analytics that that the community were providing me, which made me want to make better and better videos. In season 1 or season 2, I think this was, flame fuel mapping was one of my biggest videos, 1.9 thousand views. To big channels, if you get 1,000 views, then that's a disappointment. But to me, if I get over 500 views, I consider that video a success, because 500 people, oh, normally 200 people have watched it, a couple of times. But it's still a couple of hundred people, which to me is amazing, that people would click on my videos and watch them that much. Obviously, the clickbait videos sometimes do well. Wealthy Boxer, I thought that was going to be amazing, but it was kind of whatever. 14 flame elementium in drops. Imagine if I made a video now that said 14 flame elementium in drops, and it probably wouldn't get a click, because in season SS3, 14 FE in a map. I mean, it might be okay, but it's not a pull, if you know what I mean. Trade and crafting always does really well. I've never made a video that's got over 5,000 views. That'd be amazing one day. 1 billion DPS versus drop quant. This is back when I was doing mapping and stuff, thinking that drop quant mattered. Not long after this video, it came out in the patch notes saying, you know, drop quant does nothing in boss encounters. So this video, almost 4,000 views of me testing something that in a later patch notes just came out and said, hey bro, it's pointless what you're doing because your pack scripts don't matter. Just do DPS, bro. Do survival. And this one, when I got to 100 subscribers, that was an amazing day for me. I spent look at how you used to craft. There used to be so many different embers that you had to use to craft on specific things. And the cost would go from flame dust to flame sand to flame elementium to ultimate embers. And you would spam the absolute hell out of items. There was no plasticity back then. So you would just craft something on and either take it or not take it. There was no locking. There was no gamble in that way. The gamble came later when you got to the ultimate ember. So the ultimate ember was there was certain affixes that you could only get from the ultimate ember, which made a weapon super good. And back then, 60 flame elementium would make you a godly weapon. Let's see if I can find the weapon that I create. Here we go. Here's the weapon that it took me 27 minutes of a video to create. That's with me pausing and coming back later to get a pretty decent weapon. Like getting that weapon now would be really good. Obviously the +2 minion skill, back then one-handers and two-handers had the same stats. Now it's much better, it's doubled. So it costs twice as much to craft, but it was a different time back then. Anyway, this keeps me playing. This season has been crazy. The last couple of days have been absolutely mental. In my small channel, obviously these bumps were all pretty similar. Previously, this was season 2 when I started streaming. I streamed, not streaming, making videos. I made a lot of videos over that time. So season 2, season 3, season 4, and then a tiny bit here for, I think that was season, pre-season maybe, or pre-season was here somewhere. And then coming back for SS3. So the community engagement that I have keeps me coming back, keeps me making videos and wanting to improve. 171,000 views is mind-blowing. Imagine running into, I mean, it's probably only 15,000 people. But imagine running into 15,000 people that they're obviously not going to recognize me because you haven't seen my face. But, you know, that's a lot of people. I have like 5 friends. And I know that 15,000 people have watched my content. That's crazy.
Daddy, can you fix this?
And then there's this. The last couple of days, I've just been sitting there at night trying to watch Netflix, replying to all of the comments. And there has been so many comments. It's actually kind of crazy. It's driving my missus absolutely up the tree, if you know what I mean. And I don't get paid for any of this, obviously, because because I'm a small channel. If I get up to 1,000 subscribers, then I can apply for partnership. But for right now, I'm making videos and just doing it for the community, for the love, which is really, really interesting. Is this going to tell me how many videos I've made? Oh, it tells me up the top. I've made 108. I've made over 188 videos on Torchlight Infinite, and most of my videos go for 30 minutes. Even this one's starting to drag on. I'm going to cut this away in a second. So thinking that I've made, almost 100 hours worth of videos for Torchlight over a year, it's just crazy to me. Obviously, you can see as we go along, the thumbnail game has gone from clickbait. Well, it's not even clickbait. It's something that's been in the something that I've got from the game. All the ones that aren't Torchlight don't do that great. 100 views there. That was a fun video to make, actually. I tried some other thumbnails back here, but that was 10 months ago, and I forgot how to do it. If you don't use a skill, you lose it. Top 5 mobile-friendly activities. Path to Brave is great on mobile. Charging through a map and doing it that way is not great. Road from 45 FE to 1,000. That was a fun video to make. Back then, 1,000 FE was a lot. I think the Xbox was like 800 Flame Elementium. But anyway. How I'll make 60 FE per hour. Anyway, I could look at these all day. And the final thing I have, which is actually really, I don't want to say it's strange, but it feels very personal. The developer engagement. Now, back in season 2, maybe season 3, I did engage with the ticket reporting system, and it was actual garbage. It was horrible. I discovered a bug where on the Ultimate Embers, it said you could have 1. I crafted a weapon that had 6 Ultimate Embers on it, and I reported that as a bug. And I don't know if it was a translation issue or what it was, but they came back saying something like, this is how it was designed. If that's how it was designed, then word it better in the game. But it obviously wasn't designed that way, because it was only some specific, very, very specific rare items that dropped that could be used to do the Ultimate Ember by 6. Because when you were crafting back then, you could only use the blue embers for the first, I think, 3 affixes. And then you had to use the purple affixes, purple embers for the last couple, and then the final one, you couldn't even select an Ultimate Ember before the 6th mod, except on some rare bugged items. So anyway, it was garbage back then. But now it is absolutely phenomenal. Now we have the Torchlight Infinite official Discord. Now in here, you can share your filter codes, which I should do because I've been modifying mine over the last couple of days, and I'll put it up here actually. Alrighty, so I've just added Sonal and my advanced auto loot filter. I took his and I've modified it a little bit, just changing how rank 5 plus beacons look when they drop, changing how lost secrets look, lowering the visibility of some things like the dazzling snowflakes, etc. As I still need them, but I don't want to think they're flame elementium and run back in the map to get them, etc. Other things that are fantastic about this channel is you can always see the patch notes, which is great. That's standard across all games, but the Crow's Corner is what really makes this channel or this Discord stand out. Now, GG Lauren, he engages with the community extremely well. Every Wednesday at 2 p.m, if you jump on the Discord, you can go to the there's a Crow's Corner FAQ channel down here. You just join and you can engage with GG Lauren, and he has other people in there. Myong is in there every week, and other content creators. Unfortunately, I'm not a content creator on here yet. I've applied, but whether they accept me or not, who knows? That's up to them to decide. And anyway, in here you get a redeem code for participating. It's 200 jagged primo crests, which is fantastic. Every single week you can use that code for about a day. It's meant to be just for the people that engage with this function, and they answer every single question that you ask. Now, if you want to ask a question, you just visit this site, load up the Google Doc, and fill it out however you like. Now, let's put in a question and see if it comes through the next Crow's Corner, because a lot of people are asking a lot of questions. Alrighty, so the question that I have asked, Netherrealm Juice. Now, this is one that is a little bit of a bugbear for me, especially when you get to 8-2 farming. I just want to juice the map as much as possible. So currently you can add 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16 Netherrealm. Every time you do it, adds more. It doesn't just use 16 at the top tier. So I'm suggesting that they change how it's done. Maybe a drop down, maybe a selection, maybe a default, maybe in the trait deck, I don't know, something. Something better than what they have right now. So just having a default so you can select either a drop down or an option selection that doesn't go back to the default. Back to 0 on a new map. Kind of like a trait deck selection or something like that. They could be tier 1 is 1, 3, 7, 15, and 31, which still uses the same consumption ratios that they have. This would speed up initial mapping experience. I would also like to see the option to lock-unlock compasses that are being used until depleted, because when you're spamming 8-2 deep space, at least with my decks, I have a deck that requires 2 compasses to be used, and if it just use those or lock them in every single map, or even if you could drag and drop the compasses in and they just used until you've got none left, that'd be fantastic. So that's my suggestion. Hopefully in the Crow's Corner on Wednesday it makes it onto the list, and I'll be there to watch the Crow's Corner, get my free gems, have my question answered, and chat with the... Well, I don't think GG Lauren is a dev as such, but he is in constant communication with the developers, and it's really interesting to sit in and listen to how they explain all the mechanics that everyone asks. Excuse me. And you can always go back and look at the old answers and stuff. in here. So the answers are the top one, and the new questions are always the bottom one. I know they've answered some of my questions before, and yeah, it's just a really, really good community. It's a fun time. It literally says Asia. Anywho, uh, this video ended up going a little bit longer, but I just love the community, and it keeps me coming back and playing for longer. Um, anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching my YouTube over the past year, and I look forward to making hundreds more videos on Torchlight over the coming year as well. Thanks very much for watching.